Hello everybody, what is going on? This is David coming back with another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about section 3 of the ideas of the memory and imagination. So in this section, David Hume harks back to the concept of ideas and impressions. Now, David Hume also makes a very small distinction in regards to this, namely that when you go from an impression to an idea, obviously it's always in that order, but when you go from an impression to an idea, if you're able to retain a vivacity in this process, and then you're able to recollect that first impression and you have the vivacity, that faculty is going to be called the memory. Conversely, if you have an impression and then it goes to an idea, but in that process there is no vivacity, and then you recollect the impression and there is no vivacity, then that faculty is going to be the imagination. So the big difference between the faculty of the memory and the faculty of the imagination is that the memory, there is a degree of vivacity. In the imagination, there is no degree of vivacity. Now, the second big difference between the memory and the imagination, David Hume says, is that in the memory, things are a lot more tied down in regards to time, in regards to form, in regards to ideas. We're not able to change things around as much, whereas in the imagination, we can let our mind kind of wander and think about different forms or different kind of different things, I guess you could say, and so it's got a lot more freedom to do what it wants, whereas with memory it's a lot more tied down and rigorous. So the main purpose of memory is to maintain the order and position of certain things, whereas in the imagination it really doesn't have that kind of adherence, I guess you could say. So we can kind of go on to exemplify this by using maybe the fables, where you could see the bunnies kind of talk, or just animals in general talking. I mean, that's not something that happens in real life, whereas in these fables, they do happen. So again, like I said, the memory doesn't have a lot of ability to change things around, whereas the imagination does. So just to summarize that section, you got the memory, you got the imagination. The big difference with the memory is going to be that it has that vivacity, but it has to adhere to the original position and form of certain things. The imagination doesn't have that vivacity, but it has the ability to have the freedom to coalesce different kind of forms, or even change the time of certain things. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully going to make a new video here shortly.